Yeah, game of life, I'm a king in every domain. Pawn me off to the matrix, I bet you I still reign. Storming through every beat, how I thunder and bring the pain. You would think a tornado hit, how I mix it up when I sang. Radiation from these Hollywood stars is causing a cancer. Keeping up with the Joneses and chains obeying your master. Rap is a plantation, make you slave and demand you. Help them pick up the crop that they use to cook propaganda. Microdose through the media, poison mislead the youth. Make them believe this stuff, they realities bend the truth. Watered down education, take the God out of schools. Have you worshiping idols to push political views? I'm a renegade for what I say, not what I wear. The car I drive and the money you think I got to spare. I'm called to duty, I'm modern with all my warfare. But I don't get paid by the devil, so when my million's there, there's no gravity, weakness, or any atrophy. I invest in myself, my stock's rising and actually bonds people together. I mutually fund humanity. Bank on DAX, it's tax-free to gas me. This new election got me pondering things inside my mind. I'm taking President Trump in the game, all biding my time. They all want World War III, and I see all the signs, so I'm mass shooting these bars. My columns bind, take your brain and free it, transport it to another place. Has your speech free if you can't speak, if they disagree. I see OnlyFans models grossing hundreds of K's, but you get canceled for agreeing with Tristan and Andrew Tate. Atomic, a bomb like Oppenheimer. Mistake in the game is a harsh reminder. The beef I cook is the rarest kind. They label me major and always monitoring the flow tactics and promotional styles I used to engage the masses. Running the game, but when I spaz, they blame it on lactic acid. Cause they know I'm automatic. I don't miss, they move the basket. They say I'm out of my mind, but I'm the one who's conscious, rapping, living way below my means, avoiding baby mama advances, thinking for myself and not getting tricked into political stances. Dumb antics, trigger words, gaslighting, or semantics. If America's printing money, then why the hell am I paying taxes? Global warming's real, detrimental and problematic, but I'm not buying an electric car, cause all they'll do is control and crash it like the stock market. First destroy the nuclear family, the women are easier targets. Call it toxic masculinity until they needed to fight the wars they started. Incentivize single motherhood, then promote it through the music department. And call DAX trash and thought-provoking music literal garbage. No wonder the youth are so lethargic, soft, easily influenced, lack stability, self-awareness, and guzzling riddling. ADHD's overdiagnosed. Kids don't lack focus, they've had an iPad since 2, and that algorithm's potent, but I'm off that, switching gears. V12 with the bar streak, then I move shift, and I'm in it clear. And that bay like the Buccaneers, tempo with the flow, I'll put it in cruise, cause my control's approaching speeds of top 5 and potentially the GOAT. But no, for real, I just turned 30 years old. I've been beat down, stepped on, cheated on, and broke. I was invisible as Daniel, then became Dax and awoke into a lifestyle where I wish I had an invisibility cloak. Ain't that funny? Women like you more when you have money. I go stupid but ain't no dummy, and I know if the cash flow stops, some of you wouldn't love me, and that's why I value respect. Cause you can love me and hurt me, but if you respect and fear losing me, you'll always second guess. Come correct, return text in like 30 minutes or less, and make sure when you're around me, you always have good breath. Not manipulate me with sex, then divorce me cause you're not happy, and take half of my wealth and say you need to go find yourself. What the well, actually I don't cuss cause I'm a Christian. Jesus died on the cross for my sins and I'm forgiven. These verses take you to church and help you with mental illness. That's why I don't call it music, I call this here a religion. That's why I'm quitting rap, the religion's being abused. Rap used to tell a story and now it's off for the views. I look around at the world, turn on the TV and news, and it feels like I'm on the Truman Show. So what do? I go to the gym and carry the heaviest weight I can find, building up my strength, then sharpening my mind with books like the Bible. I could run for miles, but I tore a hole in my sneakers, trying to lead the blind, trying to lift the weight that's pulling down mankind, trying to spark a change in this darkness. Now I feel heartless. I gave you 10 years, you ignored me, that made me this monster who vomits the truth regardless of what the mainstream wants. I pop culture with each and every song. The devil's dancing, I will not follow along. I rebuke him with every lyrical concept as a response. From Matthew to Mark to Luke to Genesis back to John. I say King James, these kids think I'm talking about LeBron. I could leave land and travel to every country abroad and disperse heat. May God have mercy on those trying to hurt me. And if I'm not worthy of bearing this cross, I pray I fall off and get a regular job. Back when nobody called, back when happiness wasn't fleeting, even though I was barely eating and couldn't even afford to be in my feelings of politic with you heathens. Have anxiety, thoughts of depression, or barely breathing. Mama told me this life is a test, most people cheating, looking at others' papers, copying and agreeing, using makeup to cover up scars and adhesions, masking pain with addictions, using it to fight demons, watching porn and allowing these women to be a weakness, of getting naked for money and sucking, guzzling semen. And in the midst of a preaching, I hit my knees in agreement, understood the assignment, expectations and reasons. Hollywood's Babylon and they hail right underneath it's the reason they feel the need to proceed and reject Jesus, regardless if you believe it. Money, power, and fame corrupts morality standards, mutes and muddies the brain. I've seen it for myself, held and pushed it away. Spoke the ugly truth, turned to a renegade.
Y'all late to me, guess you never been angry or sad, or maybe just have never had to face any adversity, take any ass whippings I basically had to see some shit that'd make you faint like you're faking a jab. Bitch, you wish you had a life like mine. You just fantasize the shit you write, you guys like lying. Everything you ever been through multiplied by 9 ain't even half the shit I went through by the time I was 5. Like what? Saw my uncle get stabbed, took a knife right in the abs, and all he was trying to do was get my tricycle back. Yeah, the one that Boogie, Malcolm, and Isaac just jacked after they jumped me and stumped me and hit me twice with a bat. Was 5 and a half, second time I survived an attack. 2 twins that called themselves the Bulldogs, white kids and fat. I was too frightened to scrap, I didn't fight or hit back. And you wonder why is it that I treat a mic like a cat. When I pull it, a bullet from out a barrel the size of a derringer flies. That's how I would characterize lyrics for America. I could see the fear in your eyes. You saw my terrible side, the blonde hair and blue eyes. Now the writing is on the wall like graffiti still. If you're having trouble reading, we'll make it simple. He's Easy Gill, easy name to remember, cause his rap name is the same. It's like 10 minutes on stages for me. Easy meal, or should I say measly meal? Yeah, cause it sure as mine used to feed me sleeping pills to keep me sleepy still. It was creepy cause of Nietzsche could have easily Casey Anthony'd me. These rappers, I'm above them, but punching down ain't beneath me. Cold as the wind chill factor, but the fact is I don't know when to chill. But every time I come out, they expect me to fucking reinvent the wheel. Rappers get praised for spitting bars with less than a tenth of skill. Imbecile on the ledge like a benzo pill on a windowsill. Now cancelled ain't the word for me. You need a term that's probably stronger than dirty laundry. This controversy got me in the worst of quandaries. Feel like the earth's axis, the world's turning on me. Like them cops in Akron, Ohio, with Jalen Walker. Ain't caught this much flack in a while, since back as a child. And all I did was say like one thing bad, then it spiraled. Saw you cracking a smile, then relapsed in the mild ways back in the vial. Guess there ain't no civilizing a savage, and I don't give a fuck if you hate me worse than these track on revival. Bitch, I'm back like a spinal, get it cracking like Cairo. It's the coup de grace, I'm cruder than removing claws from a cougar's paws and throwing it back in the wild. But you taming me ain't gonna happen, and I'll live on planet denial for the rest of my life. But you'll be a stand till I die though.